Look what
Well, now what?
I got a new toy for Christmas. That's cool.
Oh, I thought this would be a good time to start the show while Alex is licking his gifts.
It's I am Tesla. I am a uh I am I am Tesla.
Yep, you are Tesla. I am Tony, and this is the future.
Unfortunately.
You know, that poor scientist worked his ass off to figure that out, and here you are just playing with it, licking
Yeah,
it.
I'm just
No
like,
big deal. Nothing
this is
he'd
cool. I
recommend.
have no idea how this works. All I know is I go to the store and buy four four triple A's.
For triple doubles.
Hey man, they're not even the same kind of batteries. Um, this thing's cool, isn't it? I always wanted one of these. I got it for Christmas.
It's kind of fun watching you finger it.
I like the finger electricity.
It's one of the
Um,
few things that you can finger from, like you finger from the outside. You don't penetrate.
no penetration. It's just it's all it's on the outside, you know. The outside
So,
matters too. People always say, "We'll tell you it's about what's on the inside." Well, sometimes you got to have a nice looking outside to get inside. You know what I'm saying?
no, Alex, I don't. I don't have a nice looking outside, but somehow, I get inside. I don't know how it works. I try not to think about it.
We're both inside outside dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we are dogs. That's for damn sure.
Oh.
So, how was your Christmas, asswipe?
It's pretty good. It happened and now it's not happening, and I like that. Um,
Okay. Whole lot to work off of. Oh boy.
by the way, this is how I'm feeling right now. It's just kind of like, well, you know, either fuck it or don't. I don't know. Hmm. But I guess it was good. I got electricity ball, so that's cool.
I guess it was good. Did something not happen that you wanted to happen?
Nah, everything happened that was gonna happen. So, you know what I mean? Um,
Oh shit. All right, let me peel back the layers here. Did you get anything cool for Christmas?
yeah, I did. I got electricity.
Besides that, we already know about that. And we know about the four mixed match batteries. What else you get?
Um, I got a soda stream, which is really awesome.
I don't know what is that?
So you know how I like to drink a lot of soda waters?
Yeah.
So they're kind of expensive when you drink as many as I do. So Callie got me this thing that puts bubbles into water. And you have some flavoring and then you just can make your own soda water. It's fucking awesome. Basically what I'm trying to tell you is I am a 48-year-old housewife and I just like a little bit of bubbles. um
Oh shit. They keep coming up with shit. You're really not gonna need to leave the house.
yeah, why would you?
Just call you PepsiCo. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
And I got two records. I got King Diamond's like first album. You know who King Diamond is?
I know, yeah.
Um he was the singer of Merciful Fate, and I got one of his records, and then I got a new Devin Townsend record.
Right on, man.
His newest one.
It's not bubbles or fluffy or whatever.
No, but I mean it is pretty fluffy. But it's no, you don't have to have a bubble machine to listen to it.
Nice. But
But
you got a bubble machine. Are you just gonna go crazy and go just straight for the carbon one day? Like fuck the water, fuck the flavor, just go straight bubbles?
yeah.
Just suck on the bubbles till you fart bubbles?
Uh-huh.
And that sounds neat. I'd like
Yeah.
to be a part of that.
It's kind of like that scene in
Willy Wonka.
Wonka when the bubbles and they're going up. It's like
You got to burp, Alex. It's the only way.
that. Mm,
It's cool. A soda stream.
yeah, it's just you just make your own club soda basically. It has CO2 thing. So basically, I'm just gonna stay at home and do whippets all day. or blow myself up.
Violet, you're turning violet, Violet.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
great. Oh,
Callie's dad got me the most guy gift ever. Like he got me a big box of jerky, like individual different flavor to go packs, like little packages of jerky, a big box full. That's such a guy gift. I'm a guy, you're a guy, here's some meat.
that's funny. That sounds like a Hickory Farms commercial.
It kind of is. And you know what? It's one of the best presents I've ever gotten. It's great.
It's great.
It's awesome. Um, I'm really happy about it. It's just so funny. Like, we're both dudes. Here's a box of meat. I love it.
I mean, meat works for everybody, but yeah, that's cool.
I know. It's just like here's a box of dead stuff.
Be
Like,
cool if it had the animals' names on it. This one's Tippy, and he was from Oklahoma. Nice.
oh, Tippy because you could tip cows.
Yeah.
I get it.
Oh,
But yeah, it was pretty good. Went to Callie's brother's house, did the whole gift thing. Um, we do like a Secret Santa thing, and it's kind of because everyone always wants to hang out on Christmas, and I would rather just make it a normal day and forget that it is Christmas. But not in a negative way. I'm just like, why? I don't believe in baby Jesus, and I don't know
it's
why we
not
got to.
about Jesus anymore. It's about fellowship and family.
I don't believe in that.
You literally like see your you talk about your family. You're a family man. It's a family day. You get each other shit, and then you apologize for it if it's not the right size or whatever. That's the whole
Yeah,
point.
that's true. No, you're right. So we did that and played dice, and then we came back here and ate. I made a pork loin, so and then we just put it in a box and ate it. And then
Wait, what do you mean?
yeah,
You put
because
it in a box
yeah,
when you were done cooking it. You just threw it in a box.
yeah, we threw it in a box and opened it. Like, whoa, look it, we got another box of meat. And then
Let's open up our dinner.
yeah, and we ate that, and yeah, it was a good night. Christmas was good. I had a good time.
You convinced me.
Thank you. Um,
Our shirt and your mug match.
it was planned. How was your Christmas, Tony? What was?
It was cool, man. It
Yeah,
was nice. It was one of those I actually put on the album of the week and turned that on listened to
nice.
it a few times. But it's nice because it's good background music. Any Christmas music, it's all the same songs mostly, so it's just, you know, good background shit. But no man, it was cool. It was cold as fuck here. It was like 20 degrees.
Yeah.
So and my dad especially doesn't like to sit around the house all day, but we worked it out. My parents were over here for 9 hours. We had a great time. Never even turned the fucking TV on.
Ooh.
We're one thing that my parents and I have perfected, regardless of even how many gifts there are, we found a way to draw it the fuck out. Like all day. When I was a kid, we would open up the main presents and then, like in the afternoon, they would go for a walk or some shit. And I would sit there and get pissed about all the things I didn't get. And then come back and then we would open up our stockings, one by one, what did everybody get? So we still do that. And it's I look at Christmas like a day to just burn time. There's really
Heck
nowhere to go. There's really nothing to do. You're hanging out with people. Hopefully you like those people. Um,
yeah.
so that's yeah, it was cool. Got some good shit. My mom always goes over. She always like, you never know with her. She likes to fuck with me. I asked for a Nintendo Switch. I saw they were on sale. I really just wanted something to play while I'm working because
Oh,
I take my job seriously.
right.
And
As you should. Like
so I
like
got,
like waiting for calls or something.
yeah, right now we're busy and next week I'll probably be fired, so it won't matter anymore. But then I'll really have something to do. So that's nice.
Of course.
But No, I got that. Well, it's cool. Is what I like about my mom is she was likes to have fun with shit like that. So I can see like I don't know about you, but you look at a package, you kind of know what it is.
Yeah, definitely,
Like
definitely. During this time of year, when people asked you what you wanted, and you tell them, and you're like, "Well, that's either this or that or that," but it's probably that. You
right.
know, it's
So
about that thing.
she put the Switch and the game in a much bigger box. So I had to open that box to open another box, and I thought that was just fun as hell. I
She's
love
smart.
things like that.
She's smart.
Yeah, and speaking of records, I only got one, but I've listened to it, but seriously, like 20 times.
Hmm.
Well, that's just how I am. I'll bet you dollars to donuts. No one watching this that unless the person who gave no one could guess other than the person who gifted it to me what the hell I am listening to right now or have been what that
Hmm.
album was. Like to take a chance?
You
Guess?
want me? You want me to guess?
Yeah, like something I really would be shocked if you guessed even close.
I I don't know.
I'll go let's say 60s soul
Okay.
as a genre.
Um. Still, I
All
don't
right.
know.
Yeah, it's fucking impossible. My old man was shocked. Um It's hang well, I can't remember the name of it. It's right there, but it's Aretha Franklin, the live
Oh,
record that
cool.
she did in the church, her gospel album,
Whoa.
which s sorry, fucking amazing. Like because all it is like even all the voices sound like instruments. And she just you talk about like a taking a song and doing it in to me, I don't know, it's like a gospel metal album. So, just been jamming the shit out of that, and I have new neighbors, and I don't think I like them, so I just keep playing that
You don't
over
think
and
you
over.
like
I'm
them?
like, "Yeah, let's do that. Let's just keep fucking with these people." I can hear them up there, they talk a lot, I don't like that, it's not appropriate, they should probably stop. So
Hey, stop talking to each other.
Mel!
Perfect timing. Stop talking to each other. Yeah, stop it.
Yeah, I got, Steph gifted me that one, it was fucking rad. So great record, some other cool shit. Got a yeah, a shirt for the Phillies almost winning the World Series. What's funny is when your team goes to the World Series and they don't win, you don't talk about the loss. You just say they won the pennant, you know? Like they won their pennant.
They won the pennant. It's
They
like,
won their whatever it's called. Somebody's gonna peel their fucking head off.
oh, I
What's
get
it
it. Yeah,
called? The two series. They won their fucking they won their side or whatever they call it. How
right.
this shows you how good I am at sports. But in any case, they won their division? Sure, whatever. So
Okay.
the second place, it's like instead of saying they came in second place in the World Series or they lost the World Series, you say, oh, they won the pennant that year. It's a real
I get it.
positive way of saying we're not going to talk about the fact they shit the bed in the big game, but they did a real good job getting there.
Right. It's a nice way of saying we're not losers.
Yeah, right. We're number two. We're number two. And so
Yeah.
I have a shirt that says that. It's like well, it would be cool if it said Phillies, we're number two. But it's actually all the people that were on the team when they came in second place. So it's pretty cool. So I'm happy to have that. I wanted to get any shirt, anything that any team did while I was here. I want to have a shirt for it. So I have one for the Eagles winning the Super Bowl, and I have one for the Phillies winning the pennant because that's what
Cool.
happened while I was here. So I got one of those.
So you would need hockey and basketball, right?
No, because nothing fucking great happened while I was here. The Flyers continue to shit the bed, and the Sixers get close and then take a dump right on the fucking court. So,
Well, yeah, I mean that's what I mean. It's like that's what those what you would need if
oh yeah, yeah. They got one season to do it in. Like, tick tock, 6 months. Let's go, or I'm out.
yeah.
Fuck you. Figure it out later. Then I'm a Blazers fan, just like that. It's all over. Fucking Blazers, here we come, baby. And you're looking good this year. I like that. Good. Keep it up, because I want to fucking yell for a reason.
I don't pay attention too much, but it is they show a lot of sports at my work because one of the owners is a big baseball fan,
Okay.
and one of the owners is a big basketball and football fan.
Hmm.
So they play the certain games that they want to see, and their Blazers are always on when the Blazers are playing. and and I'm in the kitchen constantly, and there's a window that's about,
Oh,
I
cool.
don't know, about 3 feet by 2 feet, and it's my little escape. I get to look at it all the time and watch people. They get to look at me watching.
You sound like you're in jail.
Yeah, I am. I
I got
am.
a TV window.
I am in jail back there. So, and then, and you know what I like to do, like when the game's on, I do this. Something's cooking on the stove, and here's the window, and there's a TV right directly, like I could perfect sight, could see it right through the window, and that TV is like right in front of the cash register, and that's where the people come up. So if I'm looking at the TV, that sometimes people think I'm looking at them, and I don't ever yell at sports because I really don't care. But like when something happens or something doesn't happen, I go, "Oh, what the heck? Come on, move!"
Yay.
Sometimes people are, and it looks, and this happens all the time, and people are like, "What the? You talking to me?" I'm like, "No!" And then I start pointing at their like that and direction, but towards the TV, so they're all confused.
That's great. Scaring people.
Yeah, I gotta entertain myself, you know.
Alex, our numbers are down. Could you stop yelling at the guests before they buy anything? Thanks.
Yeah,
That's funny.
it's a fun time. Well, I'm glad you had a good Christmas. That's, you know.
Yeah, man. You know something that we did? We actually, on Christmas, we made Christmas cookies. And that's a good idea if it's cold as shit outside and there's nothing else to do.
Mhm.
So getting drunk and making cookies, that's fun.
Nice. Did you make
Yeah.
some gingerbread man, some sugar snaps?
No, I like those. You've seen my cookie press. Haven't you seen my cookie press?
No.
I'm pretty sure I thought you had at some point. I have a little like a gun that you put dough in and it presses patterns
Oh,
and they're my favorite.
I have a gun that squirts dough too. Um,
What? What'd you say? I didn't catch that.
I said I have a gun that squirts dough too.
Yeah, but
Um,
we're not talking about pea shooters.
these are good for you.
Peas are good.
Um,
You're an idiot. In a good way.
it's my character. It's what I bring to the table, Tony.
Oh, it's great. I mean, you know what I actually did get also? I got the Die Hard box set because I was
Oh,
arguing.
really?
Yeah, I was arguing that Die Hard's a Christmas movie because it is.
Right.
They actually like
Bruce
someone was
Willis would
like
tell you something
singing
different.
in it. What's that?
Bruce Willis would tell you something different.
I saw that. He's not a Christmas movie, and but he also has, mental problems, so he doesn't
Sure.
know what the fuck he's talking about anymore. He's wrong.
That's
That's how
all.
we knew. When he admitted that he said Die Hard wasn't a Christmas movie, that's when we knew that Bruce had some medical issues. Like, all right, it's a sad day. I'm still not making fun of the man for being ill, but still, that's how we knew. That was the tipping point. Like, oh, they actually sing. There's Christmas songs in the movie.
Yeah, and like in the first like couple minutes, there's a
Yeah,
Christmas.
it's the total. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to argue. We think we've already argued this, but we both agree it's a Christmas movie, so there's nothing to argue about. But got like all. I love that right now because everyone's streaming everything. That if you can find DVDs, which are actually hard to find apparently, you get like you get like $20, you get all 5 movies. Which someone argued a point recently that said, if and or when if these companies ever go under that stream all these movies, you're fucked. So if you don't have anything on hard copy, you might not be able to watch anything. So it was a valid point to have something on disc. But
Right.
my lady Steph went and got the fucking movie, and she's told me a story about how she went to Best Buy, and they don't have any. They don't sell them anymore.
They don't sell DVDs?
Yeah, how about that? Little plastic discs, no profit. So they stopped. It was crazy. I'm like, all right,
Well, I mean, it's one of those things. If people don't buy it, we're not going to carry it. You
sure.
know?
It's just kind of funny. It's like, all right, I
Yeah, I
guess.
know it is kind of funny, isn't it?
Hmm. Well, you just can't. I don't know. I guess just buy your shit on Amazon. I don't know. Whatever.
Right. Well, that's
With
the thing. Is it's like when in a couple of years when DVDs are like no one's selling them, like you can't find them anywhere besides like in like an old record store that has DVDs and
Yeah,
VHSs, or
like yeah.
like a thrift store, Goodwill kind of situation. You go online to try to buy them off of Amazon, and they're each, one DVD is going to be like $120 or something.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
I was helping Callie's mom find a gift for her son, and he wanted a DVD VHS player combo. And
Yeah.
I know a guy that sells vintage everything, clothing, shoes, TVs, DVD players. So I got him a cheap one for like $20. But she was looking on Amazon and on like Best Buy. They didn't have any. Walmart didn't have any. Blah blah blah.
No.
So the place she went to was Amazon. And the cheapest one on Amazon was like $180 because they don't make them anymore. And
Right.
so it's like, it's just to your point. It's like pretty soon these things you're not going to be able to find them, and then when you do, it's going to be fucking expensive.
Yeah. It's silly. Well, I mean, it's just the end of the day, it's like, what the fuck do you go to the store for then? Underpants and milk? I mean, is that it? Like,
Something to do.
I know, but it's just kind of really, it's just like I think I said this, I may have said this before, but when I was a kid and I lived in England, they didn't have giant department stores back then. They had like old school mail order catalog stores. So you went into the store and you could look at what it was, but you couldn't really buy it. You ordered it and then they called you when it came in and you went and got it. And you
Mhm.
ordered it like with a piece of paper and a pencil. Like you wrote down what you wanted and you put it in the box, and then they would either send you a letter or call you for the
Yeah.
internet. 6 weeks later, you get a letter. Hey, your shit's been here for a month and a half. Come get it. So yeah, you didn't need it. If you wanted a Christmas present, you ordered it in July. That's all.
Right.
Yeah, it's just nuts to me. It's like, all right, technology's cool and everything, but what are we supposed to do now? You don't really need us to work so much, and the shit that you do need us to do doesn't pay dick. So what are we doing?
What are we doing?
When can I be a janitor on Mars? I hear that'll pay well. I'm
Oh
in.
yeah, cleaning up the red planet was
Cleaning up
good.
the red planet. They're gonna go fuck it up first. There's
Yeah,
valuable minerals here. We don't know
yeah.
what they do. We're gonna die from harvesting them.
If you don't fuck it up, you don't got any jobs. You know what I mean? You need to fuck it up so you can pay, create jobs for
Right.
somebody.
Yeah, I think most people, we should just all be on like hazard crews. So when something goes south or something doesn't work out, then we either show up to clean it up or we show up to do the manual labor that they used to need us to do. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, let's say, like, I don't know, like for some reason, robots get smart at the Amazon factory and go on strike. All right, well, now we need all the people back.
That's gonna happen.
Oh,
That's
shit.
gonna fucking
Alex is
happen.
like,
That's gonna fucking
you set off
happen.
my radar.
They're gonna kill us. Those fucking robots are gonna fucking kill us. Okay.
Killer robots. Killer robots.
Trust me. All these fucking Terminator fucking toys are gonna come to life.
Yeah, I knew better saying that with a bunch of Terminators standing behind you. Be like, that's true. That's not a
Skynet's real. Skynet is real.
joke.
Sarah Connor was right. She was right.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. I mean, just, I think right now the robots are like, these people are really like suffering. They have poor mental health. They're having a rough time. Let's not stop them. Let's wait. Fucking pricks. Damn robots are like, we'll just hang out. We'll let them suffer a little bit longer. So they'll be begging for this shit to die by a fucking toaster, get cut in half with a electrical can opener. Open up my Bush's baked beans, damn it. No, I will open you up.
I will open you up. Do you know, like when you open a can and you go all the way around on accident and it falls down? That's what's gonna happen the robot's gonna be, oh shit, I dropped the top of the stool down his throat. I can't get it out. Can't get it out.
His brain's so small, the top of his skull just fell in there. Nothing holding it up. We're all sitting there like a bunch of Ray Lolitas in fucking in a Hannibal Lecter movie.
Yeah, I know, right?
That smells good. Fuck. That's rough. I just watched a few, but that's a great movie. With
Oh, it is.
Hannibal, right? Yeah,
Huh?
Hannibal, where he feeds Ray Lolita his own fucking brain.
Awesome. How many of those? There's 3 of those movies.
Four with, I
Red.
think there's 4 with Hannibal Rising.
Okay.
Hannibal Rising's actually, that's really, I watched that one for the first time all the way through a few months ago. That's really good.
Mm.
I like that one a lot. Hannibal's fucking, that one's, have you seen Hannibal Rising?
Oh, I don't know if I've seen the last one.
That's his origin story.
Oh,
It's fucking gnarly.
cool.
Yeah, it's tough stuff. It happens in World War II. Like, I'm not gonna, it's just,
Mm.
it's,
I
it's
think
a, the premise of that movie is something fucking horrible happens to him and his family, and some horrible people do it. He tracks each one of them down as an adult. Like, that's how he gets into becoming Hannibal the Cannibal.
okay.
It's fucking bad. So anyway, and if anyone's looking for wants to rewatch the Hannibal series, you should definitely start with Hannibal Rising and watch them all the way through. Even though Anthony
Awesome.
Hopkins isn't in it, it's awesome. So yeah,
So
um,
you're saying you should start backwards?
you should start with Hannibal Rising. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
Just like to that point, like Star Wars movies. People say now that all these Star Wars movies are out, you should actually start with Episode 1 and go all the way through Episode 9, which
Okay.
I'm kind of in the process of doing. And it's really not bad. The only thing that's fucked up is like, you watch movies that are made in the 2000s, then
Yeah.
you're watching movies that are made in the fucking 70s and 80s, and then you're watching shit that was made 4 years ago. So it's just you have to, keep cool
Right.
with the graphics, man. Like,
Yeah.
still, every time I see that fucking BB-8 thing, it messes me up. Just because it sounds like a soccer ball whenever it gets dropped,
Oh yeah.
makes
Yeah.
that sound. I'm like, it really is just a ball. Like, it
That's
says
all.
Wilson on the back somewhere, TM. His name's not BB-8, it's Wilson.
Well, it's just Wilson's like
Right? It evolved
relative.
Wilson, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. It's just like an AI version of Wilson. That's all.
That's right. The red handprint from Castaway is gone. He's
Yeah.
evolved into a BB-8.
Oh fuck.
So I found something on the news today that I thought was a little unfortunate.
Okay.
So basically this story that people may have heard what's going on here is all right, let's see here. How does it read? Police raid hospital room of terminally ill patient to seize marijuana. All right. So in Hays, Kansas, a town we should all visit, a terminally ill Kansas man's hospital room was raided by police because he allegedly used a marijuana vape and THC paste to ease the symptoms of his cancer. Okay, so on the 16th of December, police raided the hospital room. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if we need to give him. It doesn't. Anyway, 69-year-old Greg Bretz, who is suffering from terminal cancer after a hospital worker at Hayes Medical Center caught him vaping with marijuana. So they raided his room. Said he'd been vaping as well as eating THC paste with bread, that's the way to do it. To relieve symptoms of his condition since being hospitalized roughly 3 weeks ago. So my man's been getting high for 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
He's in his final stages of terminal inoperable cancer, and told the Wichita Eagle, a good read, that he most often lies flat on his back in the hospital bed and can't stand up without being assisted. He also told him that the doctor told him to use whatever was necessary to relieve his pain, including products containing THC, which is interesting because he lives in a state where no medical marijuana is legal. Police told Bretz that this is what the interesting thing is to me, maybe a valid argument. Police told Bretz that his vaping device could potentially be a fire hazard due to the presence of oxygen in the room. In many vaping devices, puffing activities, activate, sorry, puffing activities. That's what I wanted to read.
Yeah, that's
Puffing,
what you wanted.
I love puffing activities.
Yeah.
I am here to puff. Puffing activates the battery-powered heating device, which vaporizes the liquid in the cartridge or reservoir for inhalation. So these cops smoke too, or how the fuck else would they know that? Anyway, he was cited, right? Now this man's terminal. He was cited for drug possession and is set to appear in court after the new year on January 2nd, 2023. My man's about to die, and they want to make sure that he gets in court before he dies to get fined for this shit.
Okay,
Medical sorry, go ahead.
weed is illegal there. No, like they don't have any dispensaries. They have nothing. It's just illegal, right?
Right here, here's the last sentence, and that answers that. Medical cannibalism. Hey,
Hey, I gotta eat this guy.
We're tying it all together.
If I don't eat this
Dr.
guy's
Lecter
leg,
made
my
it
back
happen.
is gonna hurt.
medical cannibalism. Fuck yeah. All right. Medical cannabis is illegal in Kansas, where 68% of state residents support state sanctioned medical marijuana access, according to the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Laws, NORML. Idaho and Nebraska also banned the practice. So yeah, these are states where you're not allowed to get medical marijuana, but somehow these people are getting it. They're smoking it in their hospital rooms because their doctor told them, anyway, you get the gist of the story. So what do you think? What's your take on that?
Okay, so the guy had a vape pen or whatever, some kind of vaporizer, and he was eating weed. He was eating some THC. Okay. First of all, I want to say whoever the rat is, the fucking narc at the hospital, you piece of shit. This guy's dying. Just let him. He's not all right. It doesn't, from what you read to us, it doesn't sound like he's lighting up and smoking a bowl, making the hospital stink. It's vaporizing, and he's vaping, right?
Yeah.
Like it's called vaping because it vaporizes. That's what the little machine does. So it's gonna just vaporize, and like it's not gonna be anything. It's just gonna go away. And it's
Right.
first of all, like, oh man, your hospital room smells like French toast. Oh my god. I can't believe you're vaporizing creme brulee. It smells so good and sugary in here. I'm gonna call
French vanilla ice smell.
Yeah. This guy's smoking a candle. This fucking apple cinnamon. It's really offending me.
Smells like Apple Jacks and plums in here. What the fuck?
Right.
I'm offended.
It's just narcs being narcs is what it is. It's like if it was illegal to wear a green shirt in fucking wherever Kansas they are in Kansas, and the fucking half dead guy was wearing a green shirt, someone would come in and be like, "Hey, we gotta call the cops. He thinks it's St. Patrick's Day, and it's not. We gotta call the cops now."
Get him.
You know, it's ridiculous. Like, let the guy, not feel the pain before he dies. Like, were they jealous that that he wasn't buying enough of their drugs? Like that he's just using, weed instead.
Right.
Like, I don't know. It's fucking stupid. It's stupid that it's not legal everywhere.
Yes.
And to begin with, and it's fucking ridiculous that they're gonna bring the guy to court and they're gonna make sure that he's in court before he's dead. Think about that. That's fucking.
Yes.
That's insane.
Yes.
That's fucking rude. That's fucking really rude. And just like, what I would do if I was him? I would die in the courtroom. That's what I would do. I'd be sitting there and I would will myself to die, like in the chair, like I'd just be like, die right now, just you know.
Well, and to his point, and to play on Hannibal the cannibal, no shit. How are they going to get him in there? He's bedridden. He's on his back. So they're going to put him on one of those elevated beds, just like Hannibal, like, and they're going to
Yeah,
roll him the fuck in there, and he's going to stand trial with a man. Like, what the fuck? Why? The whole thing is this is a place in time. This is just able to happen right now. You give it another 10 years, this shit'll all be over. They'll
yeah,
find a way. The hospitals will be, if they're not already, they'll be issuing out medical marijuana for people. Maybe not to smoke, but they'll have a safe way for people to get high. To as long as they can sell the shit for way too high of a price, they'll have it in the hospital. That
yeah.
won't be a problem. The only reason the hospital's bitching is because they're probably not the ones who fucking sold it to him. That's probably why they're getting mad. But he
Right,
did it for 3 weeks. So whoever ratted him out was obviously on fucking vacation because no one
mm,
gave a shit for 3 weeks. And
right.
to me, it's just nuts to be like, yeah, I mean, I get it. You have to like, we have to stop this madness. Like, no, you don't. Just, let him. I don't know what the fuck to do there. I guess you just, you put his court date out a year away.
Hmm.
Like, that's what I mean, seriously, be like, yeah, his court date's in a year. And then be like, oh, well, he's still alive. All right, another year. Like, we're not actually going to do this. We just want y'all to know that it's not legal. And technically, you could get blown the fuck up in the hospital, which maybe you should just find a way for people to smoke in the hospital because they're not going to stop doing this. This is the
Right.
first person to get caught and get a story written about him.
I think that that's bullshit. I don't think that you blow up because of the
Well,
oxygen
the
in.
word could is how it's bullshit. Using the word could. Well, it could happen. A lot of fucking things could happen. But
Yeah,
honestly, I'm I'm fucking shocked, and I'm like a little bit like whoa, because when I read that, I was like, wait a minute, if I was dying, I would smoke a joint in the hospital. I'm old school, baby. Flour and paper for me, please. Like I'm over here like with a table lighter, like. So if there's something that can blow up, the whole third floor is not gonna have to worry about it. We're gone, baby. We're done. Tony took care of it. We're
well,
out
see,
of here.
that's the thing. He was probably in his head. He made because it's how I would think. It's like, all right, I'm gonna do this. I'm dying. I don't give a shit. But you know, let's be nice to these hospital workers. They're not gonna fucking just spark up and get the whole place smelling like a skunk. I'll just vape. I'll have it in my hand. Just take a hit, whatever. It's not a big deal, Or I'll spread it on some toast and I'll eat it. Like the, you know, it's polite.
Right.
He's dying. Let him. Yeah. Like
It's phenomenal to me. And the word they used was rated. Stand up, hands behind your stay there. Don't do anything. Good job. Like how did that go?
if I was this dude, I would be the guy that they want me to be. I would. I would try to get some actual like flower, some like real weed, and I would like try to smoke it. I would go into the courtroom. I would have my friends and family like dress like put me in a wheelchair and like put like a bandana on and like have a speaker blasting the Grateful Dead and like have like pot paraphernalia like like a shirt with a pot leaf on it. I'd fucking just be like, all right, yeah, you want me to be this guy? I'll do it. I would get fucking blasted before I went in the court. I'd be fucking so high, eyes as red as the devil's dick, just high as eagle tits. I'd do it. I'd be like, fuck it. Yeah, you want me to be this? Let's do it. I'll do it. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I know you would. I'd be there with you. We'd have you and I would have like a double wheelchair. Be like,
Yeah.
what's up? Like, oh fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, is this true? Fuck yeah, it's true. And I'm dying. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know how else to tell you, but I quit. Okay? Fuck you. Judge, fuck you for hearing this. Timmy and Jimmy, fuck you for arresting me. And
Yeah.
everyone else, fuck you too. Bye. And then literally pull it out of the wall,
Yeah. Just die in the courtroom. Just fucking
Right. You can ticket my corpse. How about that? What the
yeah.
fuck, man?
Yeah, take this to jail. Beep. Just
And the
fucking
reason, right? Take this to jail.
just
I'm
wheel
gonna
my
go ahead and
dead.
hang out with Jerry Garcia and everyone else who's cool and dead. You can
Yeah.
take this fucking meat suit. There you go. Merry Christmas. Put it in a cell with someone who will enjoy a meat suit.
Yeah, exactly. Roll me in there. Let them have at it. Like,
Christmas dinner come early and it's infused with THC.
yeah.
That's great. This body's been marinating in THC for 40 years. You know, the only people who don't want that shit to pass are the people who are smuggling the vape pens and shit into the state of Kansas.
Mhm.
Those are
Yeah.
the only people. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm sure that those people are very welcomed and appreciated right now. So if you're one of those people who is smuggling vaping devices and marijuana and all this cool shit into these states that don't have it, good for you. That's nice. You're doing a good thing. It's kind of like Red Cross with the bell. You're doing that. You know, you'd be in big
With the
trouble,
bell.
but you don't care. You know? Somehow you're getting it to the people who need it because he was able to butter his bread and vape. So good for you. Good, thank you. Thank you for doing the things that need to be done in this country. It's just
Dude,
an option. You should. I just don't understand that. Why do we? I mean, even a lot of the hospitals should just have pot. Some way to fucking get high. There's no reason that we shouldn't force us to have opioids.
yeah.
That's obviously didn't work out well for a lot of people. So if people are choosing, and I mean, I never thought weed was strong enough for that kind of pain. But if it is, great. Leave them the fuck alone. They're actually using it for something that we all claim to need it for.
Right.
Oh, my back hurts. Like, this guy's actually fucked up and he's really using weed. Good for
Yeah.
him. Now we all know it might work for us. Maybe we stop now, start again when we need it. Yeah. Anyway, I agree with you. That was ridiculous. So that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
There,
it's ridiculous, fucked up, it's mean. It's like
yeah.
it's like we're gonna spend they're gonna spend tax dollars on a dying guy that just wants to get a little high off of weed. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
apparently his doctor told him to get high on to get a, use whatever he could. And like I said, he's been in there 3 weeks. So clearly the doctor's like, I'm not going in there right now. It smells funny. So he just stayed the fuck out of stayed out of the way. But whoever was working the night shift, they didn't get the message. And that's a
fucking
shame.
asshole.
Silly.
You know
Like I
what?
said, I'd never seen anyone get a court date so fast. Like, it really must be a small town. You, my friend, need to die in a big city. You don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that shit. They'll get to you years from now. Doesn't fucking matter. They're backed up. Not small towns. They're looking. That's great.
Whoever narked this guy out, you should be ashamed of yourself. I hope that you're one of the 7 listeners, and you listen to this fucking
Seven.
weed cast, and you fucking
Weed.
fuck you. I hope you fucking die. You fucking
Wow.
asshole. I hope you die in a fucking hospital. It's just mean, and I truly mean that. Like, if you're the one that narked this fucking old dying guy out, you're a fucking dickhead. You are. You're a fucking piece of dog shit.
I'm laughing because you're like angry face right now, and you look so sweet doing it. You're like Mr. Potato Head, but with you forgot your angry eyes, you know?
uh,
And I get passionate and people think I'm about to fucking go nuts, like, oh God, Tony's getting wound up. Alex is like, fuck you, you piece of shit. I hope you die gently. I'm over here like, die. That's funny. Well, anywho, yeah, so that was unfortunate, and now we're fortunately moving towards the music part of the show.
yeah.
So we got a suggestion from one of our top listeners, Danny, and her awesome dude Josh. Don't know if you know Josh. You've met him before, I believe, at a comedy show. But my man I didn't read too in depth, but he just brewed, what is it, 50% beer? It's like 50% alcohol beer. So I'm gonna look into it a little bit more. But that sounds awesome. So if you have any questions, filter them through us. Make sure that I know that you get to find out who we're talking about. That just sounds amazing. So in any case, they suggested the album "A Twisted Christmas" by Twisted Sister.
Mhm.
So we had to stay festive and we listened to it. Alex, what'd you think?
Um, I think it might be the best Twisted Sister album, maybe. I've never been a fan.
It was like nice but funny. Like, ooh. I didn't know what you're gonna say. I thought you were gonna say it's the best like Christmas record. You're like, no, it's the best Twisted Sister record.
Yeah, it's the best Twisted Sister
That got me. Oh, sorry, that was funny. Go ahead.
Well, for me, I have a different grading scale for this
Holy, yeah,
because it's Christmas music.
right.
It's not like I'm not gonna say this is the shittiest album I've ever heard or the best album I ever heard because it's Christmas music. They're
They're
just
covering the same
the
songs, right?
age-old fucking Christmas songs that everyone has done on, how old are those fucking songs, right?
No one even knows who wrote them. They're so old, yeah.
Right, yeah. And so they're just doing the classics, and it's fine. And it's rock and roll Christmas, and it's something to have in the background. And I listened to it probably 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
No one hates it. If anything, people thought it was kind of funny and cheesy, funny, cool. Um, I did try to listen to it yesterday after Christmas, and I was
Yeah,
like,
it
"What the
doesn't
fuck?"
work.
I'm like, "No, all right, now it's bad. Now it's
Yeah.
bad." Like,
Now
but
their first album's better.
yeah, yeah. But I think it's good. I think it's for Christmas music, for like a rock and roll modern time Christmas shit. It's good.
Right.
It's nothing bad. It's nothing new and invented. It's fine. It's good. Um, I think I would give it like a 7.5.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
And
I was thinking.
I think it was fun to listen to because it also sparks the like, all right, what other Christmas music are we gonna listen to? Who else did a Christmas album, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
that's exactly what it did for me.
yeah, and then it goes, and then it gets weirder. It's like, oh, check out this death metal band. They just put out a Christmas song, because
Right.
that's what I did. And
Right.
yeah, and
Alex
then
is like, let's turn the cross upside down.
yeah, yeah,
We'll turn the tree upside down too.
yeah.
You know something? That's something you and I need to organize one year. And I know we can make this happen. We need to decorate a Christmas tree, but mount it to the ceiling.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, an upside down Christmas tree. We'll call it an upside down Christmas. We'll figure
Okay.
this out. All right, we got the idea. Now we just need to figure it out.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. We'll wear like Christmas, like ugly Christmas sweaters as pants and stuff. And like we'll put like Santa hats on our feet. It'll be fun.
We'll just have big Christmas stockings over us. That'll just be upside down Christmas stockings and an upside down tree.
Yeah, yeah. We'll
That'll
wear
be
like winter boots on our head.
it. Fuck
We'll
yeah.
go. We'll go sledding up hills.
Okay. That'd be kind of wild. Isn't that just called a ramp? Whoa!
Yeah.
Have
It's
someone
that.
throw you in a Jeep uphill. Whoa!
Oh yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, what's it called?
But
Anyway, yeah,
yeah, back to the record. Um, it's good, and I think it's the best Twisted Sister album. I'm standing by it.
fair enough.
I
I
like I like the first song because he like D Snyder like started to sing,
yeah.
and then they were it's like this isn't Twisted Sister, and then they came in with it.
Yeah, that's what I
This is Twisted Sister.
that honestly, I think the first if I'm picking songs, the first one's probably my favorite, but they did a good version. Hang on, I got to pull it back up. They did a good version of is it Deck the Halls. I thought their version of Deck the Halls was probably one of the heavier ones that
Oh
I
yeah,
liked. And I thought it was pretty the 12 Days of Christmas and then the a tattoo of Ozzy. I thought that was like to hear that
yeah,
12 times. I was like, I thought it was cool. But so yes,
yeah.
good Christmas album. Exactly. I have to agree with you 100%. Honestly, it's like a 7 to an 8 as far as, that it's a solid Twisted Sister album. As far as the history of the band goes, they're out of New York City.
Mhm.
Um, late 70s, like 75, that the roots started coming together to build this band. D Schneider came in later. Um, they were on, they were off. They had different agreements or disagreements on what the direction the band should go. So they broke up in the
Mhm.
90s, came back together for a while, recorded this album. It's the only album they did a couple of live records, but they came back together and made this Christmas record in 2006. And they are
Yeah,
no
it's
I
funny
don't
because
know
it's
if
like,
they're then the drummer passed away. They did
oh really?
a reunion tribute tour or something like that, and
Mhm.
that's been pretty much it. Um, but Twisted Sister for me, I was trying to find this. I've always read, and this is probably all bullshit now, I don't know, but I was at least told that Dee Schneider was a Marine.
Mm.
And I always thought that this band formed in the Marine Corps, but they didn't say shit about that when I read it. They said they formed in the 70s and 80s in New York City, and they were basically like mirroring the New York Dolls.
Oh
That was their
okay.
whole thing for glam rock,
Yeah, yeah, that
and
makes sense. When you look at him, D. Snyder just looks like an ugly woman.
yeah,
You
it's
know.
just it's a fucking hair band. I mean, is exactly what it is. But I've always liked their hits. Like they couple I've seen they've had one of their songs is in one of my favorite cheesy military movies, Iron Eagle. Like they
Mm.
play that song and I'm like, yeah. I'm like, oh my God, I'm a fucking nerd, but still like they have a time and place. I like a couple I do like Twisted Sister, but God damn you got me with that. This is my that was really funny to me. Um in any
I
case,
was just trying to be honest. Like I think
no, I know that's why I like me
yeah,
if it ain't honest, I don't want to hear it. But
their Christmas album I think is their best album.
well, as far as records go, like, yeah, otherwise they have two good hits and on their first record, and then the rest of it is what it is. And then this one's actually solid. It's just that I know all the songs. And me personally, in a few of the songs, I was like, come on, go a little harder. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. This is 80s rock. This is as hard as it gets. It's not
Yeah,
going
it's
to
as
go any
hard
harder
as
than that.
yeah.
This is as hard as you can go on cocaine. You got to get crack if you're going to go any harder.
Yeah, yeah.
Clearly, they were just a couple of, cokeheads. No crack. Um,
Um,
but yeah.
I something I thought was kind of funny or whatever is before this, like you said, this is their last album, and they got back together to do it, which I think is kind of funny. But
What do you got? Nothing.
Christmas, let's do it. Is before that their last album, um, "Love Is for Suckers," is 1987.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
they only have a couple albums. It looks like
They really just were fortunate enough not to be a one-hit wonder. They had two hit. They were a two-hit wonder that were able to stick around, like
they had two hits and
two hits and a Christmas record. So as you said, that is their best full-length record because
yeah,
it is. It's
like
pretty cool that they made it as long. You still know who Twisted Sister is when they really didn't put out a fuck ton of music.
mm-mm. No,
That's
they
crazy to
really
me.
didn't.
We know bands that have 10 great albums and no one knows who the fuck they are. No, you know what I mean? It's just weird.
Right.
But
Yeah, I mean, like D. Snyder, like his solo stuff has more. He has more records than his band.
yeah, I have never listened. I saw that he had another band. I didn't know till I read the bio on him. I didn't even know he had another band.
Yeah, he
But
has his solo stuff.
is it any good? Like, is it harder?
It's harder. It's more metal, and it's not. It's not for me. It's not. It's more like some of it. Like it starts off like, all right, this is like real metal. Like it's like heavy, and then it kind of gets like radio rocky, kind of.
Yeah.
Like a little bit like too like old biker kind of like, yeah, like we got long hair and we're 70 years old. Nothing wrong with that. Don't come shoot me. I'm just saying. That's what it sounds like to me.
Right.
it, it, it's
What-
his solo stuff's it sounds the way an old man with a beer belly and a ponytail. It sounds the way an old man's ponytail looks like. It sounds like it sounds the way a braided old man's ponytail looks. Like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So let me all right. So since we're talking about D. Snyder, I have to say this. I have a lot more respect for D. Snyder, not for Twisted Sister.
Right.
I actually really got into his movie Strangeland. Have you seen it?
Yeah, we watched it together. You showed
Did
it to
we?
me.
Okay, that's fair enough. I like that movie. It's fucked up. He's the villain or whatever in the movie. He wrote it, he directed it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and for for the place and time, like for the music, like I listen. Unfortunately, now I'm looking at this list. I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate. But I like the soundtrack quite a bit.
Okay.
Some of it now, I'm like, oh, okay. But there's like Cold Chamber on there, Snot, Anthrax. I was just looking to see if he had a song on here, but he doesn't. They have a Twisted Sister song, "Heroes Are Hard to Find." I think that was their last hit, actually,
Oh, really?
or their last anyway. But yeah, I have. If you're a D. Snyder fan and you haven't seen the movie Strangeland and you like horror, I guess it's hard. Yeah, it's pretty horrific, I guess. Um, that's pretty. That I like that, and
Pretty
I like
horrific, I guess.
that soundtrack was cool. But he's not on it.
Yeah.
It's a cool soundtrack. So I don't know any of D. Snyder's regular music, but I have to agree with you. This is the best Twisted Sister record I've ever listened to because I've never listened to a Twisted Sister record. I've only listened to the two songs that I know that we all
Yeah.
know. And then I have a lot of respect for that movie that he did. And that's pretty much it. But I do appreciate the suggestion. It was a great Christmas record, and it was funny to turn it on Christmas because my dad they get kind of like sentimental around the holidays, and they like the nice stuff. And I was just like, let's have a twisted Christmas. And my dad's like,
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, all right, it's gonna work. Fuck it. I chose wisely. So yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for the suggestion, Danny. Hope you all are
Yeah.
well.
Thank you, Danny.
We
Yeah.
appreciate it. Absolutely. Happy holidays to everybody while I'm being cheesy since we're between Christmas and New Year's. But we've
Sure.
got one gift. We have a gift to give you. It's the gift of music. We just have to get the wheel out to give it to you. Are you ready?
I'll get the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Big Christmas reveal. This wheel no one's ever seen before.
I don't think anyone's happier that the wheel was invented than Alex, because if not,
It's the best invention.
it really is.
This wheel and electricity are the best invention.
They're both spherical. That's what's funny.
Hey, man.
This is a wheel. This is a wheel and electricity. All right.
Right.
Get it right. There you go.
You
Focus
looking
on the
okay?
wheel.
What's this?
All right, you ready? Maybe you could like take some chalk and mark the floor, for the next time so you get it.
Is that better?
We can see almost all the numbers, man. It's cool. Stop. All right.
No.
I'm gonna get seasick. You keep this shut up.
That is better. Okay. Yeah.
All right, you ready? All right.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Number 1, 3 from Hell, the soundtrack and the movie. Number 2, Wheeler Walker Jr. with Sex, Drugs, and Country Music. Number 3 is Alex's Spot. Number 4, Pussifer, V is for Vagina. Number 5 is Kaleo, A.B. 6 is King Missile. The album is Happy Hour. Number 7's My Spot. Number 8, we have Tom York's new side project with some other Radiohead members called The Smile. Their new album, their only album is it's called A Light for Attracting Attention. And then we've got in the number 9 spot, Green Druid at the Mall of Ruin. And number 10, I fuck this up every week, Saint Vitus.
Saint Vitus.
Saint Vitus, I got it. And that is Born Too Late.
Cool. Alrighty. Favorite part.
I know, it really is. It's the only reason he shows up every week.
Gotta have something to get you out of bed. You know what I mean? Hey, what do we
Jesus
got?
Christ, 8's on fire. We're okay. So we're listening to The Smile. A light for attracting a light for attracting attention. Alex. That's funny. All right, so for all you Tom York Radiohead fans out there, and for those of you who aren't, this will be an introduction to you to some Tom York. The band is called The Smile, brand new album called A Light for Attracting Attention. That's what we'll be covering on our next episode. And until then, thank you. Don't forget to worship us at
Hit 69 on Instagram.
Be ready, damn it. Just kidding.
Oh, I was ready. Hit Foo 69 Instagram. That's where you could find our content that we deliver. And you could, if you have a album to that you want us to listen to and talk about, you could drop us a direct message on Instagram. You could also do it on YouTube on the most recent episode, just in the comments, and just pick like always, pick a band or a group and an album, or a soundtrack and a movie. And that being said, thanks for watching and listening, and we'll talk to you soon.
Well said. Thanks and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.